Hey y'all, it's Jenna here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you found the last video super helpful on item setup. If it is, please click subscribe so you can make sure to see my upcoming videos and be sure to hit that like button so I know that it helped you. And leave a comment if you have any questions. I'd be happy to keep creating more videos that help you. This video is on assortment planning, and again, this is for people in the fashion industry. I am focusing on mostly apparel. However, this can translate to the food industry, the beverage industry, a lot of different things. You can take a lot away, but mostly the fashion industry is what this will be helpful for. So hope you guys find this helpful. And again, this is on assortment planning. This is a crucial piece to being successful in the industry. My background comes from some pretty big companies, which I've gotten to use this system at, not system, but technique at many different companies, and it's helped me a lot, and I've brought it to smaller companies. And for any buyer out there, even if you're a one store buyer, you have your own boutique store, if you have a website, if you have 1,000 stores, if you have 20,000 stores, yes, that exists. You could probably implement some of these. And a lot of this is probably known for those big people, but anyways, I'm rambling. Assortment planning, this is my favorite thing. I love doing this. So I'm going to walk you through basically the last video, if you watched it, was on item setup right here. So we talked about this, setting up an item, your class, the year it launched, the month it's planned to launch, subclass such as a top or bottom, and these were just some other examples I had. And then a color coding system, which I've been at a lot of companies and I haven't really seen this done very well. This is something I just kind of came up with. It's not perfect. So definitely, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, definitely don't copy. I don't want to say copy ideas, but take this and apply it to your business. Every business is very different, and I have seen that from being at very different categories. So make sure you really try to think this through. It's not going to be perfect, but I can tell you it'd be a whole lot better starting with something kind of somewhat of a plan. So back to this is my color system. So I made a couple of changes. I think I changed these maybe instead of starting from a 0 to starting with a 1, and there's a reason for that. I will probably touch base on that on one of these other lessons I plan to do in the future. Um, so, and then I think I changed these. So to 7 to start with these numbers here, 7, 8, 9. And then I added a couple descriptors up here. So I created a little letter for in neon. And then on my next tab, I'm going to show you I've added a navy, and I'll be adding some metallics. So, and again, just real quick, look at this, pastel to dark. So we're going to take all this and apply it to the assortment planning, and then all this information is going to keep building on. So it's really important that you kind of grasp this. So let's see what else here. Okay, we're going to get started. So, assortment planning. So here we have that item number we talked about on the last lesson of item setup. If you haven't watched it, go find it. So this is the item number. And then I kind of broke it out here just so it's easier to kind of understand. So we've got the class, year, month, subclass, color, style number. So then both of these will kind of relate to each other. So I have all the information in here. So I have women's items, and then I have abbreviated. So that's in that style number here, the WO, the year it launched, the month it launched, the subclass we talked about, top or bottom here. Also brought in a bra. Might talk about that in the next video. Again, please leave your comments if you have questions so I can create another video to help you if I skip over anything or you need more clarity. Color description, color code, that's from the prior thing. I think this is so interesting to show this to people because I really feel like this is a great way. So like we talked about, Z is on the end of the color spectrum, dark colors. So just looking at this, you know this is a dark color. If you took away the column next to it, you know this is a dark color. M's kind of in the middle, which I actually tied it with medium, so you know it's kind of in the middle color. S is probably a little darker than medium, so perhaps that's a navy. A is going to be super light, again, dark, and I did in for neon. So going back to this, you can see this right here in neon, the dark. Go see my item setup again. Okay, so color code, item description, fit. This is just an extra thing I added. It's a kind of nice to have, not necessary. Cost, retail, markup. We can talk about this in another class. I'm going to do a retail math session on that. And then some other categories such as performance or cotton, the item type again, and then collection, which I think I'm actually going to change this title. Yeah, so you have all this information here now, and then I have a formula in here, which I made these two with formulas in here, green. This is a formula. Again, I'm going to talk about that on the retail math sheet or lesson or video. But these are formulas. So this is actually taking all this information in here and creating a style number. And also, there are systems out there that do this, and I definitely recommend it. There's a lot of checks and balances in corporate, and so there's many ways to different do this. You can export this data and build on from there. You can hand key it yourself. So there's many ways to do this. But anyways, just kind of showing that there. So then you have all this information, and this is going to be super important when it comes to these sum ifs and the sales analyzation, which I'm going to touch base on the future. But so here's your assortment plan. And one of my favorite parts right here is buy units and planning your buys. So I strategically put a couple of examples in here, and I'm going to hide some of these columns now so that you can see this better. We don't need performance right now. This might be helpful for you to see. We don't need the fit right now. We're going to come back to this on another video. Can come back to this as well. I'll leave that. Okay, because we can see it now. Okay, so basically this first item, I put the year 20. So it's 2021 right now. I put the year 20. And what you could tell somebody who's looking at this could know from this item is it either is launching in January, which it does kind of look that way based on the significant units in the first month here, or it's an existing item that we're just bringing into 2021. So that's what's going on for this item is, and it's a legging. So weather climate wise, I expect us to sell a lot of units in January and then start slowing down in the spring because it's lagging and it starts getting hotter. So my units reflect that. And maybe I'd want this to be 60, sell some in February. So that reflects that. Then I have a sports bra and I have it launching in 21 and February. And no particular reason for February, just happens to be the time where, thinking about, not we, but this is all mock examples, launching this. So again, my units reflect this to bring it in February. And then I'm going to launch a biker short and a baggy tee. So again, 21, and then I've got a couple different months here. So this is going to be a new item. We're going to launch it in February. So there's no units in January. We're going to launch it in February. And my first color here, and y'all, these are just makeshift numbers and everything. So don't take this too literally. Just to help you start strategically thinking how to buy. And the whole reason this is so important is this is really how to be profitable and grow your business. So if you're a boutique who's kind of in a rut, you seem like you're marking stuff down all the time, this is going to help you tremendously. So again, okay, so we know this Z is dark. Back to my color code. This is, actually I need to update it, black. Oops, my bad. There we go. So it's a black item. I think the black's going to be my number one. So I want to bring that color back. Yes. So black, I think, is going to be my number one color, and that's just hypothetical. Just what I'm planning here. So black is one, and then, I think I'm going to continue to sell this all throughout the rest of the season. And so I have this assortment plan broken up into, um, it's easier to kind of do 6 months at a time versus a whole 12 months. So spring 21 through 6 months, and these different colors here are the different quarters. So this is Q1, Q2, the purple here, Q2. So launching in February, I think this item, biker shorts, a short, be great through June. Then I'm going to launch a medium gray and navy same time. However, I don't think they're going to be as good of colors as a black legging. So I'm only launching with 40. I'm going to talk about some of this on another YouTube. So then let's see, metallic pink. This is a fashion color, and say fashion does really well for us. So I think it's going to be better than our black. Maybe even I think it's going to be 200. And same for this one. I think it's going to be way better than our black. So 200 units I'm going to launch with, but it's a fashion item. I think she wants to buy this. It's cool, be great forever, but I think she's going to want something new the next month. So I didn't do any replenishment units. That's what all these units are, replenishment units. So then, bike short being a trend, I want to bring in another fashion color. But, I think pink and purple is enough. So I'm going to wait till the next month to bring it in. So I here have another color coming in the next month, reflected here. You can also put in a formula where if it equals this, it'll come over here. I've done that before. It's been a while. So, depending on your lead times, let's say these blew out in one day. We sold 200 units in one day. So now I'm like, okay, I actually wanted that to live a month because that's how I'm buying is by month here. So, if I can sell that much in a day, 30 days in a month. So let's take that by times 300, which I have a formula in here. But I actually have 25 days because at the end of the month, I don't want to be left with some. So I want 5 days to kind of wind down. So maybe even 20. So these did so well. I'm going to buy 2,000 units for the next month. And then maybe I add another color, another color, another color. Then I come to tops, same thing. So I need some tops to go with the bottoms. So I just the trend right now is monochromatic. So I have the same colors, and I didn't put units here. I'm going to touch base that on another thing. I kind of wanted to this is a lot to grasp. I would definitely try to go through and build your own assortment thing and see where you get it. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment below. Like it if it helped. If you want me to be more specific on anything, please put that in the comments below. Thanks again. Hope this was helpful. And stay tuned. I'm going to definitely do probably a part 2 and part 3 of this, and then why this stuff is important on all these other videos. So click subscribe, and that way you will make sure to get the videos when I launch them. Thank you.